Thought I'd get this video in today because I'm working the rest of the week, and according to the radar it might rain here in a couple hours, and it's going to be really cold tomorrow. The nighttime temperature is only going to be about 48 degrees, which is pretty shocking for this time of year. But yeah, I think it's time to get the video done. This is a rival pumpkin. And this is the biggest one. This one's going wild. It's at the southeast corner of the garden. It's doing very, very well. In spite of all the rough weather. There we go. Let's do some weeding. Always some weeding to do. And here's the first prize. First prize is doing well. It's a transplant that I got from a local garden center, and I put it in to replace a rival that had died, and I had put seeds in with where the rival had died, and they didn't come up. And so I went and got this pumpkin, which is a giant Peppo pumpkin, or Peepo, or I don't know what you call it. And the next day, one of the rival seeds came up, so I took that pot out of the ground and moved it. So first prize can have some room to grow. Here's another rival. You see the difference between this one and that one. And not much space between them, so I can't figure out why that's happening. I did start using Super Thrive on my plants, which reminds me I have to do that this morning. And that did seem to help a bit. So we'll keep using it. It helps the growth, helps the plants withstand all this weird weather and grow better. Now this is the interesting one. This is supposed to be a rival. And I've been telling my group, Backyard Pumpkin Growers Society, it's on Facebook. You should come join us. There's about 110 of us now. 113, I think it was this morning. I've been telling them that this is a rather interesting pumpkin because it's a rival from a rival seed, and I don't think it's a rival. Because, let's take a look. That's a rival. And I'm pretty sure of that because it looks just like the huge one down on the end there. And look at the leaf. Let's just take a good look at that leaf. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to take a good look at this leaf. Let's see here. There we go. Move it back just a little bit. See how different shape that is? So, yeah. And I bought these seeds from a reputable source. One that I've bought from before, and this has never happened. It happened to me one year when I bought from Etsy, but it's never happened from a commercial source. And over here, this is another one. I don't think, unless there's something terribly wrong in the ground underneath it, I don't think it's a rival. It's tiny. I think it's a miniature pumpkin. But then again, it is light green, and there may be something wrong with the ground. And here is that rival seedling that came up the moment I planted the first prize. Over there, I don't know what I'm focusing on here. Another rival. And another rival. Got a lot of them, even though a couple of them died. So, and here are my potatoes. There we go. They are flowering. I'm not doing a thing about it because in spite of the persistent rumor that if you take the flower off of them when they flower, you will get more potatoes. I have never seen that to be true. So I am not doing a thing. There is a sunflower. That is Pike's Peak. There we go. I was out here about 5:30 in the morning in my nightgown chasing a rabbit out of the garden the other morning. And this is why. Pikes Peak is in a netting, you can see. This is a sunflower that came up from last year. It's probably a Russian mammoth. And you see the leaves missing. And that's because of the rabbits. They just love those sunflowers. Here's some more Pikes Peak. If I am focusing on them, there we go. Another Pikes Peak, little one. There. And here's the biggest Pikes Peak here. There we go. And here are my bush cucumbers. Going wild right now, but they won't be happy with the weather that's coming. But they'll be happy again by next weekend. And behind them, those are the Mexican sour gherkins, which are doing well. And so hopefully we will get some little sour gherkins out of them. They're not actually cucumbers. They're in the same family, but they're not actually cucumbers. Okay, Beefmaster is doing pretty well. Beefmaster is flowering today. I don't know if you can see it. Nothing will come of that flower, but it's interesting. What else have we got here? Here is bell pepper. And the little ones that you see on the side are right over there too. Those are orchid peppers. And that is an eggplant. Right there. With a bell pepper, or not, an orchid pepper in with it. And some lettuce. Came up from seed, from last year. By itself. Okay, what do we got over here? We got big moose. We got a mystery sunflower that came up from my packet of wildflowers. We got big moose, doing pretty darn well. Knock on wood. We're down to 3 plants, but that's okay. The one was in a bad place, so. Big moose is starting to get male blossoms on it. So hopefully we'll get a big moose. And here is another, these are those strawberry, whatever they are, sunflowers under some protective netting. And here's my peony. This blossom's falling apart, but that was the very first one. And finally bloomed after 4 years. Here's another bloom. So sometimes doing things the slow way is good. Saves you a lot of money. Because I believe this was only about $2.50. And I've seen peony bushes up to $100, which I'm not going to spend. Over here we got asparagus. I should say that I grew that from a rootstock. That's why it took so long to bloom. There we go, got asparagus. It's making a brave effort. Brave effort to reseed itself. Maybe eventually I'll have an asparagus patch here. And here, all these little guys. These are sweet dumpling squash. And these all came up from a squash that I actually put in the ground. So hopefully we will get a sweet dumpling squash to try in the fall. And let's see what else we got. I should show my hostas. These came with the house. I think this might be an M for school, I'm not sure. It's a big one. It's my favorite. This one here I'm not so fond of. I don't know what that is. And here I planted this this week. It's called Coral Bells, the deep shade plant. So here. And yeah, so that's our throwing garden for this week. Ooh. And enjoy your week. I'll see you next week.